It's always fascinating to know where inspiration comes from. What was going through the minds of Daft Punk when they made One More Time? It would be an amazing feeling if we could somehow invade Fred Again's brain for just a split moment to see how he thinks about music. From my personal experience, it's nearly impossible to write something meaningful by simply staring at a blank canvas for hours. It's called inspiration for a reason. You need to find ways to get inspired. Just the other day, I finished a book called Keep Going by Austin Kleon, and I was able to find some amazing answers. In this amazing read, Austin emphasizes a key observation. If you want to change your life, change what you pay attention to. This concept was so fascinating to me, and I started digging even deeper. I went into my old storage and finally took out my very first analog synth, the Juno 106, that I bought for $100 nearly 10 years ago. Why was it hidden away from me all these years? And why do I not have it right in front of me for inspiration? Well, the answer is simple. We get lazy and lose track of important things in life. Why use gear when we can simply process with software synthesizers? Or why record our own samples at all when we can simply use loops from sample libraries and save half the time? What we forget about art is that the process is the magic, not the end result. It's the feeling that you get creating something with your mind and with your hands. Nobody needs to know if it's a masterpiece because the process is what makes it special. If you ask any cook, he will tell you that making the dish is the high, not the process of eating it. When I make music nowadays, I need a sound, I need a smell, I need an image. Some of the greatest artists in the world get inspired by looking at a tree for hours before even laying down one brushstroke. Now I know what most of you might be thinking. Who has $5,000 to drop on a classic Juno? Well, I got mine for $100 10 years ago on Craigslist, so maybe you can discover a different classic at your local flea market, or find an old drum machine nobody uses. It just doesn't matter as long as it feels special. The magic of turning knobs or simply making your own sounds is already a special feeling. You would be surprised how many cool instruments are out there, forgotten by the world. Go out there and find them, bring them back to life. Juno 106 became a classic because one day an artist just like you used it to create magic. There was a time when you could buy a classic 909 drum machine for pennies. Now good luck finding one for under $5,000. But that's because someone made it special. Someone made it cool again. As I dive into my new rediscovery with the Roland Juno 106 with its lush saw pads and incredible bass lines, I figured why not share the wealth and create a sample pack for you guys to use. They say when you feel lost, make gifts, so I decided to make something special and create all sorts of inspirational sounds and loops ready for you guys to download and use in your tracks. A chance for you to inject some analog love into your music, a new form of inspiration. We are fortunate to live in the world where the Juno 106 sound has been recreated into a VST form, and one of my favorite ones is actually from Arturia. And what I did is I created two sample packs for you guys, the Juno 106A and the Juno 106B. And one of them includes only analog, and the other one includes the software version of the Juno 106. I'm curious to know if you'll be able to tell the difference, so be sure to download your free copy, which is going to be in the link down below, and let us know in the comments section which one you think is the analog one, the A or the B. And once you create some of that magic with your new sample packs, be sure to send us a copy to demos@nofacerecords.com. We would love to hear the kind of magic that you were able to create with this new inspiration from my favorite Juno 106.